Hi, welcome back to Take 5. The team is out at Gasworks Park. I'm here in the booth with Amanda Grace, looking ahead at 5. What's coming up?
We've got baby turtles. I probably don't need to say any more,
No,
right?
I'm in.
We're in. Dozens of endangered western pond turtles are swimming free tonight. It's all thanks to a program at the Woodland Park Zoo that was started decades ago. Allison Morrow was there as they all swam off to their new homes.
Oh, that sounds great. I can't wait to see it.
Super cute.
Oh, thanks, Amanda. Chris, what's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm standing by with a special guest. This is a gentleman named David Dunnington. Very special story here. Great news. He had melanoma. He is now in remission due to immunotherapy. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But he actually says, he admits he sometimes forgets, which is great news, that he actually had to have his leg amputated because of complications during the treatment. However, he will be riding his bike 100 miles tomorrow as a part of Obliteride. Dave, thanks for being here.
That's right.
We want to share people your story because it's truly inspiring, not only that you're in remission, but your diagnosis was a curveball, to say the least.
It was a curveball. I had melanoma that formed on the bottom of my foot. Most people think skin cancer should be on the outside.
Right.
So I didn't see it for a while, and it moved into stage 4 metastatic full-blown cancer. And for 2.5 years, I did everything to try to cure it, of course, and nothing worked. Until the very end, my doctor called and said, would you like to participate in a trial that was done at the Fred Hutch, and I said, absolutely, I'll do anything to try to save my life. And lo and behold, it worked.
And we should talk about that because, traditional therapies, chemo, radiation didn't quite work. So when you hear about these clinical trials, these experimental things, quite frankly, Fred Hutch does it better than anyone else, and that's why we're here to raise money to continue that innovative research. But you had to go into it, obviously, concerned about your life, but also concerned about the treatments because the traditionals did not work. What happened?
Well, the traditionals did not work, and it also included amputating my lower leg, and so I have a prosthetic. But when you're trying to survive, you just about want to do and will do anything, and the immunotherapy was one of those options, and so I said yes, and the doctor said out of 100 people, 20 will get a good response. Out of those 20, 1.5 people will have an enduring response, and I happen to be one of those 1.5 people. And so the question is, why me? And that's what this research is all about, and that's what the funding goes towards, is to find out why do some people respond to drugs and others don't. And it's the Hutch, it's SCCA, the UW Hospital, all of these 3 organizations working together is a unique situation for the Northwest.
Well, David, I love your story. It's incredibly inspiring. It is totally unique, so it's important that people do understand, like you said, that you hear something like melanoma, you assume it's from the sun, it must be obvious, it must be visible. For you, it was on the bottom of your foot. They had to try new, innovative research. And you say, which I find terribly fascinating, but I think I understand the meaning behind it, that cancer cured you. Talk about that.
Well, when you want to live and you have cancer, all you're thinking about is how are you going to survive, and it begins to make you think that each moment truly is special, and cancer survivors have that in common. We just really know that every day is a gift, and it's almost a cliche, but we tend to forget that. It takes a lot of discipline and a lot of experience to remember that every day truly is a gift, and it's special, and that we kind of own that and can make it whatever we want. So cancer taught me that.
David Dunnington, thank you so much for sharing your story. Good luck on your 100-mile ride tomorrow. He's the man.
Thank you very much.
All right. I'm going to borrow this from you. Watch this. We're just going to continue live. We're going to go right over here, and I'm going to deliver this to Jenna, and she'll just take over. The baton has been passed. It's yours.
Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet.
No, I'm coming back.
Come on back, because this is our high five segment.
Ooh.
So I need someone to give a high five.
All right.
I mean, we're going to give a high five to this group in Tacoma, but first, give me a high five.
Nailed it.
All right, so the high five for today is going to be going to a group in Tacoma that is defying odds. They are starting a new show, and the new show is celebrating art in Tacoma, art nationally. They're creating their lane. They're saying Tacoma is not second best. Here's their story.
So a lot of people ask, like, what is this show? What is it? Is it like a talk show? Is it a game show? And we're like, yes. It's everything.
Tacoma natives Keelani Afalava and Will Jordan have created a new experience to showcase Tacoma art in a unique way.
In Tacoma, we have talent, we have people, we have
creatives,
art, but there weren't a lot of places to showcase it.
Once a month, they're giving local and national musicians a chance to spotlight their artwork on a stage at a new space called Alma Mater.
I feel like the goal for, just anybody in Tacoma, just because of the way we all came up, where we had to kind of fend for ourselves, we want to be like trees. We want to create things, and then take those resources, share that information, share the resources, feed ourselves, feed our family, feed our friends, teach them how to do the same thing and let it grow and grow and grow.
The goal is to encourage people to come to Tacoma to see and experience art, but also to give people in Tacoma an experience they can be proud of.
This is kind of geared towards people who are of an underrepresented group, I feel like. And whether that means that you are of a different race or a different age group, or you are just creating your own lane, and this is kind of a place for you to like showcase the fact that, you know, you're not the only person who is in that position, you know?
Nobody's gonna do anything for us. And if we want something, we have to build it.
Maybe not.
All right, so their next show is tomorrow, and we will post a link in the Hive where you can get tickets, which is really cool. They have all kinds of artists there, all in Tacoma. So y'all got to come down.
All right.
Yeah, Tacoma, T-Town, represent, represent. All right, and our high five is up next after the break, right?
But I know what?
I just have to look over at the food.
Oh,
we're downwind from it.
I know.
It smells
Is that
good.
what it is?
It smells so good.
It smells good.
Tom Douglas is like cooking salmon or something. I don't know. It's real good.
Tom Douglas, I'm in.
Bye. See ya.